bitches? You guys are listening to Demps Sh. Oh, wait, hold on. I fucked that up. What's up, bitches? You guys are listening to Demps Sh show.
Oh, I can see there. I'm Demps. And you know what I like to do on my days off to unwind and relax? Drink balloting whiskey. Smooth, chocolatey. It's the perfect way to end my evening. Dangerously good.
I was just telling everybody how I have the most annoying freaking laugh. What's up, Hoochies? You guys know I've been hyping this podcast up for almost 2 weeks now. I am a huge fan, and I'm so excited to introduce you guys to him, Austin Snell. Welcome to Hooche.
We're here.
You're officially now Hoochie. How do you feel about that?
What does that entail?
I mean, if you want to look up in the dictionary what a Hoochie is, I think, it's 2024. We're going with a modern day,
Do I get a plaque for it or something?
Yeah, we can get you something, Brad. No, so like a hoochie is just somebody who just doesn't really care. You're going to wear what you want to wear. You're going to do what you want to do. Yeah. And you're just pretty much living the country lifestyle.
Cool. Yeah, we can hop on that train for sure.
You're not not necessarily a hoe with the dictionary. What?
Unless you want to be.
Unless you want to be. No judgment. It's 2024. But welcome to Hooche.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like I've been saying, I'm a huge fan, and I've been hyping up, actually, your latest song that you just put out.
Everybody's Friend.
Huh?
Everybody's Friend.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the other one? I think.
For All the Way Home.
Yeah. Get you some. I have to know, you're a young buck, aren't you?
I'm 26.
Yeah, that's young.
It's getting up there, I feel like. I feel like I'm getting up there.
Okay. And did I read something? You started this journey when you were 19?
18, 19. Yeah, I was in the Air Force. So I didn't pick up a guitar. Actually, that's a lie. My parents bought me a guitar when I was 5 for Christmas. And then they sent me to lessons.
I bet you have tons of toddler pictures of you just in a diaper with the fucking guitar.
I don't. That's the thing. So they bought me this guitar and they sent me to lessons, and I went to one lesson because the dude sent me home to learn how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I was so pissed off that he just didn't teach me how to play anything the first day, and so I maybe played for 5 minutes when I got home and never touched it again, and it just.
You're the type that gets frustrated easily.
Very. Which is why I can't.
Screw this.
Which is why I can't learn piano, because I already know how to play guitar, and I don't have the patience to sit down and learn another instrument. Really? I really would like to, for sure. But
I think that is just self-control. You really just got to get in your zen, Austin. In your zen. I
definitely don't need to take any lessons and learn how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, though. That's what I don't need to do.
I kind of want to see you lose your shit on a piano. Do we have a keyboard here?
Yeah, but no, I ended up picking up another guitar when I was 18, when I was in Charleston, stationed in Charleston, South Carolina.
So you were in the Air Force. You were living, like Pearl Harbor. No, what's it? Top Gun.
I would call it that.
Yeah?
I would call it that. I was an aircraft mechanic.
Oh.
So I didn't fly them.
Oh, so you know how to just take a whole fucking...
I know how to read a guide and a booklet on how to work on planes.
Oh, well, dude, that's a trade that might come in handy. I don't know.
Hopefully I won't need it.
Hopefully you won't.
Hopefully we don't ever need that.
Well, it seems like you just been on like a wild roller coaster. You felt like you have 1.6 monthly listeners on Spotify. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. We had a massive year last year, for a lot more reasons than one. I experienced a lot of things for the first time last year.
Oh, like what?
Like putting out music.
Oh.
Was a first for me. Signing a label deal was a first for me.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
We went on my first headline tour last year, which was insane. My first time really playing shows was last year. And then we played the Opry for the first time last year, which, I mean...
Dude, okay.
I'm still trying to process all that, but I mean, yeah, it was just a lot happening last year.
So you didn't really start doing this until you were like 18, 19, when you were like in the Air Force a little bit. So what made you be like, you know what? I'm gonna get in front of a crowd. I'm gonna write some songs, and I'm gonna pursue this. I'm gonna pursue this music lifestyle.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Mm-hmm. Ed freaking Sheeran.
Ed freaking Sheeran.
Oh my God, have you been using that AI GIF filter on TikTok? Have you seen it? No. I kind of want to do it with you to see what you look like with it on. It looks so
like
real.
The 70s ones?
No, it looks like fucking Ed Sheeran. Oh. Like it's its whole face. Oh, I know what we're doing when this ends. Right, I want to see what it looks like on you. Ed Sheeran, really?
Yeah. Have you ever seen him do like the loop pedal thing? Like him live, like where it's literally just him on a stage. No band behind him. He has this little board in front of him, and he has just this little miniature guitar, and like he'll like stomp it, and then play like a guitar riff, and then it'll loop over and over again, and then he doesn't have any drums, but he'll like start another loop and use his like strings and hit his guitar for a drum, and he just does that.
Oh, live. I've seen John Mayer do that live.
Well, Ed Sheeran started it, but
I want to say John Mayer did. Have you seen John Mayer in concert?
I have.
Homeboy has like 10 guitars, and it's just him up there. Oh, yeah. Isn't he amazing? So,
he's great.
Okay, so your Ed Sheeran is John Mayer is my Ed Sheeran.
I mean, I'm still a John Mayer fan. Don't get me wrong. Ed Sheeran made me want to start making music.
So I have to ask, you covered a song by Cassadee Pope that I think every girl, when they were going through a heartbreak, they freaking wasting all these tears on you. I remember, I can't remember what boyfriend at the time. I want to say that song really resonated with me. How did you cover that song? Because that's a girly pop song, okay?
I think I enjoyed it a little more than I should have when it came out, to be honest with you.
It sounds good.
That song came out in 2013?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. High School Boyfriend. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I used to, before I sang in front of people, I would purposely go on trips with my mom to the grocery store. And I would sit in the car while she went in, and I would turn something up, and I would just scream in the car by myself.
Do you have sisters?
No, I have one brother.
Oh, yeah. So you liking some girl music? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it, but yeah, I remember screaming that song in the car.
Who broke your heart around then, Austin?
Who didn't? You know?
Who didn't? Oh, I feel that. I mean, I got a twin brother who loves some freaking JoJo. I catch him singing in the mirror sometimes.
You get me on.
Late.
You get me on some Rihanna or Beyonce, old Beyonce.
Destiny's Child.
Or even Mario, that shit was my shit back in the day.
Oh wow, we're all learning a different side of Austin Snell.
Yeah.
You should let me love you.
But my iPod would literally go from Jason Aldean to freaking Rihanna to
my iPod,
Lil Wayne to damn 3 Doors Down to Nickelback. I had fucking everything on my iPod.
Multiple personality iPod music. Yeah, same here. Yeah. I think that's what makes you a great musician, that you are being at Hooche today.
Yeah, and I think that's
doing all that.
I think that's what's different about even just this generation of people that are making music too. Mm-hmm. Because I wasn't limited to just the CDs that my parents had, or the CDs that I would go buy at Walmart or something. I could literally listen to whatever I wanted to listen to.
Did your parents have the stack of CDs?
My dad had a case.
Yeah,
a zip up case. And you open it up and it would flip pages of CDs.
So you're, born in 1997. I'm 93. So, wait, what does that mean? You're not a millennial, are you?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I always look up. I'm I am 30. What age gap am I in? Am I Gen Z? No.
I'm 25. I'm considered Gen Z. I consider myself a zillennial.
A zillennial. I've never freaking heard that. Okay, we're just gonna
see that shit would give me anxiety trying to keep up with that.
Old millennial. I think we all had the CD booklet. Right? Yeah. So, but I love that song. So if you have not streamed "Wasted All These Tears on You" by Austin Snell, go check it out. Have you met Cassadee Pope yet?
Never met her.
Did she even acknowledge that you did a cover? Oh.
Nope. She actually put out another release of that after I did the cover.
And it's a rock version.
Yeah. It's Cassadee's version.
Oh, it's Cassadee. Come on, we need to get you. We need you to recognize our boy over here, Austin Snell.
I'm all right.
I know somebody who knows somebody who knows Cassadee. I'm gonna make that happen.
I work with her producer.
Oh,
Like,
well, what the hell?
Have mutual friends. I don't know. I'm all right though. I'm good.
Yeah, but I absolutely love that song. So your first time at the Opry, I have to like. Was that ever a dream of yours to play at the Opry?
I think so for sure. I remember watching the video of Luke Combs specifically, like getting like initiated into the Opry, and him crying, and like I was just like tearing up in my room by myself, just like 3 a.m. just like I want to do it one day. I want to do it one day.
Aww.
And never really thinking I was ever gonna do it. Like honestly, I don't think we ever really think that that's possible. Mm-hmm. At least at that point in my life, where I was just like a fan of music, mm-hmm. And didn't know anyone in the industry or how to get involved in the industry. And so like I think from anybody from the outside looking in, it's like so unattainable almost.
Yeah, it's like real. Like how realistic is this going to be?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I used to think of those people like they were like just a different like world away. Mm-hmm. At that age, like 16, 17, like you don't really think that that's possible for you.
But look at you now. You're 26. You just went on a headline tour, played at the Opry, played out some music. Like what? And your last name, that's a unique. I've never met somebody with the last name.
It's German.
Okay, I was going to ask.
I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Snail.
And it actually means fast in German.
That snail means fast in German? Mm-hmm. What an oxymoron that is.
Check it out. You can put it on the screen or something. Yeah.
That snail means fast in German?
Sure, yeah. That's what they say.
That's what they say. I'm going to add that in my notes. I'm going to Google that later.
Google it.
I'm going to Google that in a little bit. So now that you're just home, just relaxing, you live here in Nashville, right? Yeah. You're like a homebody here.
We live right in the middle of it.
Right in the middle of it, like the heart of it. Don't give out your full address because there's some weirdos out there. But what is the next step? Are we just like relaxing since you had such a big year last year? Are you just like here writing music now?
Yeah, well, we're on the back end of all of that. We wrote a shit ton over the past few months, and we've recorded a shit ton over the past few months, and it's been a little bit of a break for sure. I was like, it was like I said, it was my first time like doing the whole headline thing, and like. Did
you find yourself sad a little bit? Like I don't know if I don't like this.
Yeah, so I was like nervous beforehand, obviously, and earlier last year we were doing just like 25-minute, 30-minute like opener slot sets, and like it was super easy. Like even if you're nervous, it's only 20 minutes, like you're good.
Get in and get out.
Yeah, even if it's like a horrible fucking show, it's like only 20 minutes, so we're good. But going from that to like the headline tour when you're playing for an hour and a half, it's like a different freaking animal.
Really? Does your mind go blank when you're on there?
A lot of times.
Like on the stage? Like, and then you get off stage?
It used to a lot more than it does now. Used to before, I think I would be like so nervous and shit, and like I would just go on stage and just black out, Mm-hmm. Now I'm able to kind of
remember what you did on stage and what you said.
Which is probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Kind of.
Or not.
But do you have like a pre-ritual? I mean, I know it was all new for you and it probably came at like such a fast pace. You don't know how to like, manage it, right?
Right.
And you're probably getting your head a little bit. You're like, well, damn, like, do these people really like me? Because today, society, people are fucking cruel, okay?
TikTok is horrible.
Don't get me started on TikTok. We're not talking about TikTok. I'm just talking about like society in general. I mean, but you want to do your best. You want to get up on the stage. You want to like show your art because your music is your art, right? You created those are your babies, and you just want to do good. So I can understand you getting in your head, and you just want to do the best that you fucking can.
Right. Yeah. I will say it was a lot easier going to the headline stuff because you know that the people there were there to see you.
Well, yeah, they bought your ticket.
And then, like, the opener slot, like, you're the only thing in between, like, these people and who they actually paid to see, And so that was a lot harder to kind of, like, measure, like, how I'm supposed to be on stage because, like, you don't want to act like it's your show and it's not, And then, so it was a cool little transition thing. But my ritual before a show is I sleep.
What?
Yeah.
You just bet, like, you go on in 10 minutes, somebody's knocking on your green room, like, hey, Austin.
Like 3 to 5 minutes before I go on.
You take a nap?
Like, I'll sleep, like, 30, 40 minutes before I play.
Little cat nap?
And then I'll wake up, like, 5 minutes before stage time, and then I'll get up and
my
little ears in and walk out there.
Some people are playing music in their green room, taking shots of fucking Jack. You're over
there
just taking fucking cat naps.
I've definitely done that. But usually I'll like either take a nap or I'll find like a quiet place somewhere and just sit and like kind of relax myself, because I get kind of like overstimulated sometimes, and which I probably chose the wrong career path.
I was gonna say,
but we're here, you know, and we're dealing with it.
We're trying our best here. I mean, you've been pretty successful. Like, I've known you for about a year now, and when I saw you on the Hooche calendar, I was like, no fucking way, that's awesome, because I've been blasting you, you know, just on my playlist and everything. I was like, awesome. So I've been hyping you up, but you probably don't see me hyping you up, but I've been hyping you up. So I do have to ask, I mean, I'm not going to make you uncomfortable. Maybe. No, I'm not going to make you uncomfortable. Maybe a little bit.
Shoot, go ahead.
Make you uncomfortable? Yeah, what is that?
So,
is it for me or Austin?
This is for Austin. Stay Fly Girl 15 asked, can you give the story of Everybody's Friend?
The writing story, I guess, is what she's talking about.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the writing story, or maybe how you got into that song, how that song
how
came
you got
to be.
into that.
Yeah. Well, so that song for me is about mental health. And I wrote it with Driver Williams and Justin Ebach. And we kind of wrote it in a way, and I think...
There's fans. Sound the alarm.
We kind of wrote it in a way where you can take it a lot of different ways. But for me, it was for like more of a mental health thing, and just the struggle of that. And like, I feel like the worst part about struggling with like mental health is you feel like you're the only one going through that kind of. And you feel like there's nobody out there that can relate to how you feel. And that's when you get in this little bubble, and like, it feels like everything's kind of just closing in, because like nobody can understand what it is. And, that's kind of what I wanted to relate with that song too. So,
but then you put out that song, and then you see how many people resonate with it.
Right. Well, so like through therapy and like talking to people, I do know that like it's not that way. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I was trying to speak through the music, is that you're not the only one going through stuff.
That's what makes you a good songwriter, and why you have over a million freaking monthly listeners on Spotify.
Yeah, but
do you have anything that irks you? Like, you just can't fucking stand? Something popped in my head on my way over here. I was like, oh, I can't stand that. It's like adding my notes. Icks. My
stuff
list of
that irks
icks.
me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that irks me. But
do you
one-uppers, for sure, are like one-uppers. Like, you tell a story, and then somebody's like done it better, or like whatever.
Oh,
one-uppers is like so bad.
I think those are Leos. They don't try to be, but... Like, oh, yeah, they're just trying to resemble with you, dude.
Yeah. I got told I was a Scorpio for the first time yesterday. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, when's your birthday?
November 5th.
Can somebody look up Austin Snell's birth chart? When's your birthday?
November 5th.
November 5th. What time were you born?
8:30.
8:30 a.m. or p.m.?
A.M.
A.m. Somebody give Austin Snell his birth chart while he's here. I want to know. And we're going to take a blood sample when he leaves. I'm just kidding.
I'm probably getting an IV after this anyway.
Oh, my God. I need one of those. You know what I can't stand? Is people who eat boiled eggs. That just fucking buy them from, like, say Starbucks. Like, they're just sitting there in, like, the little container.
Okay, I could see people buying them, but I do eat boiled eggs, though.
Oh, my God. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, what? And they just take it out, and they put salt and pepper on it.
It's the easiest way to eat an egg. Boil it and peel it and eat it. I'm not going to buy one from the gas station.
That's what I'm saying.
But, I mean, like, I will eat a boiled egg.
They're in, like, the little container.
In the little, like, cups.
Yeah, and it's, like, four
Or, like,
of them.
in a airtight bag you have to rip open.
Like, what is wrong with... Like, what kind of palate do you have that you think that sounds appetizing? At Starbucks or at a gas station? Listen, I'm a gas station bug, okay? I love me some gas station pizza, but not the hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, well... We eat too much gas station food and McDonald's on the road.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So, you being on your first headline tour last year, what was your diet like? Were you drinking a lot? Were you eating a lot?
It was horrible. We stopped at probably every McDonald's in the Southeast at some point.
That's bad.
And I didn't drink a lot, though. I'm not a big drinker anyway. I I used to be, and I think that's why I'm not now. It's because I drank enough in the Air Force to not ever have to.
And you were young too, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I was 18, 19.
Yeah.
And
I can only imagine what kind of guys you were surrounded.
had way too much freedom.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, there's some, yeah.
Do you still have any connections with the guys in the Air Force? Like,
Yeah, some of my best friends still are
they married?
either in or just getting out. Some of them are married, some of them aren't. But it's a big military thing. I don't know if you know this or not, but it's a big military thing to get married super young because you get out of the dorms. So like when you when you first get in the military, your first like 2 years in, you have to stay in the dorms if you're single.
What's the dorms? You're just bunking it up with another dude?
Yeah, you like some bases have like a roommate.
That's why they live in the military houses, and that's why they're all married by the age of fucking 20 and having babies by 22.
'Cause if you're
and
not,
divorced by 26.
if you're not, you're in the dorms for the first, I think 2 or 3 years. You're in the dorm, so like people get married to just whoever, literally whoever.
I come from a family of veterans, and I had no idea about that.
Yeah. I knew people that I was in with that married like their best friends to get out of the dorms.
Oh, for the benefits?
Yeah.
There's a movie on that.
Yeah.
I would have done, I mean, hey, if you got good benefits. Hey, but you're actually going on tour. You're leaving us. You're leaving Nashville. You're going to be,
2
saw 29th. You're going to be in Detroit, right?
Detroit, Michigan, yeah.
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan. So if we got anybody that's watching that's in Detroit, hit up Austin Snell. See if you guys can go snag some tickets and go see him. Because I want to see you live, but I didn't see any shows in Nashville. So I was like,
We'll
damn.
be back in Nashville at some point this year.
CMA Fest?
Yeah. We're doing
Oh, you got a big tour coming this summer.
we're doing Jason.
I love
Aldean.
how his publicist is right here just feeding me all the answers. No, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, we're doing Chase Matthews starting in 2 days.
Oh, you know Chase Matthews?
I do.
That's I love that dude.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the dude. But we're doing that tour. We're doing 8 shows with him, and then we're doing some festivals in between, and then we're doing Jason Aldean in July.
You're playing with Jason Aldean?
Yeah, we're first to 4 for 36 shows.
You're so humble. I love that.
Yeah,
You're just like, oh, no
happening.
big deal. Just going on tour with Jason Aldean. What? And you just started this career. That's amazing.
Yeah, we're pretty young still. You know, we're
Yeah.
figuring it out. But
So by the time you're like 35, do you like want to still be putting out music and living
I'm
this
still putting out
lifestyle?
music, hopefully, you know, where I've made enough money.
And you're just gonna retire, go on the beach somewhere?
Hey, I'll hopefully have a house in Nashville and a house on the beach.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal.
But yeah, hopefully we're still putting out music when I'm 35.
Do you have anybody special in your life these days, Austin?
I have so many people that are special in my life.
Your
My
mama?
mom's special.
Oh,
in my
you're a
life.
mama's boy, aren't you? Oh, she has 2 sons. I bet she loves, like, obviously, I'm a mama, so the love runs deep when you have a kid. But I can only imagine. Are you the youngest one?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest, so you have a little brother?
Yeah, which he just turned 20, so he's not
Do
very.
you guys fight?
He would beat my ass. No. he for real. He got all the athletic genes in the family, so he.
So what did you get?
I was the delinquent. I shouldn't have graduated high school. He got straight A's.
So you were a troublemaker in high school?
Yeah, I was horrible in high school.
Were you like smoking weed, skipping school? Like,
Yes, all the above.
Same. It's all right. We turned out all right.
Yeah, we're fine. You know, we're doing it.
We
But
graduated.
he was like the athlete. He played, football and wrestling. I did all those things too, but he was just better at it than I was. He played college ball. And
So that's probably why you went to the Air Force, huh?
yeah, no, I wasn't going to college.
Yeah, you were like, I need to do something with my life. I need some stability.
Yeah.
Am I saying that word right? Stability. Stability.
Stability.
Stability.
you go.
What the fuck did I just say? Stability. What's the word? Say it again.
Stability.
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 That's a $5 word for you. Stability. Add that in the notes. I mean, I was a delinquent kid. I was stealing cars, smoking weed.
You were stealing
school.
cars?
Yeah, my parents. I stole
Your
their
parents' car, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't actually.
That's a way different story there.
Let me clarify. I was not Grand Theft Autoing. Like,
okay, cool.
But I would steal my parents' second key fob to this brand new Honda Pilot that they just bought.
Right, yeah,
And
we all did that.
And I would when they went to work, just a car sitting in the driveway, I'd be like, skirt, skirt.
Yeah.
And just skip school. So I was a bad kid, but I think I grew up really fucking fast. And I feel like you had to grow up fast too. The lifestyle you were living at the age of 18, being around a bunch of dudes, bromancing it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it growing up. We didn't grow up a whole lot. We were pretty immature. But yeah, what were we talking about?
Any love
people in my
special?
life.
Yeah, you got a girlfriend.
Yeah, my family. I got a girlfriend. We live together. We live downtown together, and she's a stylist.
Love
so
that. Shit, I'll call her. But girl, come help style me for like events and stuff. Okay. Does she have a card?
She might. I don't even know.
You know what? We'll talk about this after the podcast.
Yeah, we don't want to give away all our secrets.
Well, I'm excited for you. I mean, you're going on tour with Chase Matthews, doing a couple of shows with him, and then you said something about seeing Mayfest. We're rocking it out.
We're doing Riverfront stage.
You're playing the Riverfront stage? Oh, Demps is definitely going to be out there. What do I'm going to wear my hat that says jam out with my clam out. So if you see me.
We'll get you to just be our hype girl. We'll bring you on stage to intro the band.
Hey, I could do it. That's pretty much what I do for a living. They're like, Demps, come out here and just introduce us. I'm like, all right. So don't wear my hat that says jam out with my clam out.
Wear whatever you want.
Muddy Water Rockstar hat. I can't talk today. Muddy Water Rockstar hat. Huh. Okay. That he just came out with?
Yeah, feels like a while ago, but it wasn't really that long ago. Yeah, that was the whole tour. We did the whole tour
Muddy Water Rockstar. How the hell did you come up with that name?
Well, it's a song on the EP.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And we were like in the studio and like kind of writing towards a project. And we had no clue what it was going to be called or really a song that kind of like encompassed the whole project.
I mean, you're from Georgia. I mean, that sounds like some backwoods muddy water.
So we were talking,
bogging.
and we literally just started talking about like how I grew up and like how I'm like from Georgia and I listen to a lot of country music, but also like a lot of rock music. Mm-hmm. And I'm also from Georgia, but I love sneakers. I don't wear boots a lot. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say those ones are fresh.
Yeah, so it can kind of be like misconstrued, like how is this guy country? Like he like wears sneakers and like.
No, I think today and age, like there's so much diverse on like what country is. I mean, you have your hip hop country, which if you guys look up Austin Snell on Spotify, like his music generates, like he has like some like hip hop beat like sounds like in there, but then again, it's like rock and roll kind of like it's not necessarily, John Wayne, I mean, we
can go there though.
Yeah, we could. You could definitely go there, but we're entering such a new phase in music that like it's not just critiqued, just like backwoods, country and everything. And I think that's what makes you so successful.
Well,
that you are.
I was gonna say like in music, like you have to stand out somehow, and like when I moved to town,
dye your hair bleach blonde.
Yeah,
stand out.
I'm not gonna do that, but. I was like, I wasn't even planning on putting any music out when I moved to town in 2022, in May, and I was just gonna like meet people and write songs, and like I didn't know if I wanted to be an artist or at what point I wanted to be an artist. I knew I wanted to do like the singing thing and like be an artist at some point. I just didn't know anything about it and like that I should even go that way.
Yeah.
At least until I found, a sound that I felt like was mine, and like I feel like. I'm not saying any names by any means, but
no, dude, name drop. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like in Nashville, like it's a lot of like following the trends, like what's big right now. Okay, like there's a wave of like this certain type of music. Like somebody pops off for doing something a little different, and it's cool, and people like it, and then everybody behind them
they've just followed that
just
train.
Tries to do that.
But you don't seem like that type of person.
And that's like what I like prided myself on when I moved to town. I was like, I'm not going to be that guy that does that. Like, I don't want to just follow this, because you can only get so far, like, following, like, what's big, you know, because there'll be something else that's big, like, a year from now. And then you'll just
be your own self and do what you want to do.
Yeah, and so, like, that's why I say, like, I didn't plan on putting any music out, and then we were writing and just writing for whatever. I wasn't writing the rock thing at all, really. And then we wrote Excuse the Mess, which was the first song I put out. Mm-hmm. And it was, like, so different and cool. And, like, I didn't see anybody else. You got a cool
sound to you.
Yeah, and I didn't see anybody else doing that song at all. I didn't know who it was for, and, like, Bailey Zimmerman wanted it. He was going to put it on his album, and then he had it on hold. And I remember, like, I had been in town for, 4 or 5 months at that point, and had nothing going on. And so I was like, obviously, yeah, you can have.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Bailey Zimmerman wanted, like, one of your songs.
Yeah, and so I was like,
no.
I can just, well, no, I told him, yeah, because I was, like, freaking out, obviously, because I didn't know anybody, you know? Like, it was like Bailey Zimmerman was popping off, and he was, like, getting huge, and I was like, yeah, you can have my song, whatever, you know? And then everybody around me was like, yeah, just take the cut, be a songwriter, and, like, do that first, and then transition to your artist thing.
So you were kind of just looking for, like, a publishing deal here in Nashville.
Well, I didn't know what I was looking for.
Oh.
I was literally just here writing songs.
Did you have, like, a job while you were doing this?
No, I'd saved up enough money to live just without a job and do music full time as long as I could.
Okay.
And then I wrote Excuse the Mess. Bailey Zimmerman put it on hold. And then 3 weeks later, I called him and I was like, "Hey, sorry, dude. I'm gonna cut this song and put it out for myself." And then
it's done pretty well for you.
We did the pre-save. First off, I didn't even know what a pre-save was for a song, or how to really put it out.
I don't mean to laugh, but that's the like. Well, it's just that's cool that you just entered in this whole new lifestyle. When you say you don't really know what you were doing, dude, you had no idea. Do you know what EP stands for?
I still don't know what EP stands for.
I don't think anybody does.
There you go.
Early press.
Yeah,
early plays.
But anyway, like, so let me preface that by saying, like, I've known the vice president of my label now for a while. And while I was in the Air Force, I was, like, doing covers and posting them on TikTok and this and that. And I did a cover of a Ray Fulcher song. And he reposted it on his story. Oh. And then the president of my label saw that and then followed me. And so we kind of, like, had like a kind of a connection for a while. And he kind of taught me into moving to town. But anyway, back to Excuse the Mess, we wrote that, and, like, I still kind of had that relationship, and, like, he was kind of, like, giving me some advice and this and that and what I should do. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he told me to take the songwriter cut.
He told you to take the songwriter cut?
Yeah, he told me to take the songwriter cut, and I'll tell him that till the day I die.
Remember, dude, you're the one who told me.
Yeah. But anyway, so he didn't even know that I was, like, putting the song out, and, like, all of a sudden I started promoting it. Like, I was putting it out. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna put the song out. Fuck it, you know." Yeah,
fuck it. On TikTok. So you were just doing your thing
I was
on
just
TikTok.
On TikTok, and it had, like, gotten, you know, some traction and, like, kind of went viral. And he's like, "Well, do you have a pre-save? Like, how are you, like, marketing this song?" I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just gonna put it out."
I'm not. I'm just out here just doing the damn thing.
He helped me, like, start a pre-save and this and that. And, like, in the first week, it got, like, 10,000 pre-saves, which is
that's huge.
A shit ton of pre-saves, knowing now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that led to my publishing deal, which led to my record deal in January of last year.
So this literally all happened in one fucking year, and it's not
literally
even,
happened in
and
one
it's
year.
not slowing down because, like we've been talking about, you're about to go on tour with Chase Matthews, Jason Aldean, playing at the Riverfront stage, CMA Fest. I'm gonna be out there with my hat that says "Jam Out with my clam out."
On stage, intro in the band.
On stage, introducing Austin Snell. I would be honored. I would be completely honored. So, I mean, you just seem like a wholesome, down-to-earth dude.
We try.
And you seem like you're just doing the thing, trying to balance out your life. I mean, with, you know, getting in your head, just not so much overthinking things. Just fucking do it.
Right.
Just fucking do it. Now, I have to ask, since this all kind of started on TikTok, why do you fucking hate TikTok?
Okay, so I don't hate TikTok.
I hate the haters on TikTok.
I do dislike the haters, but I think anything, once it becomes like your actual job,
you hate it.
It's a little harder to stay motivated to do it, you know? And so like before, like I had, the deal, like the record deal and the publishing deal and all this, like I was literally just posting just for fun on TikTok. Like, hey, I wrote this song today. What do y'all think of it?
Yeah.
And when it transitioned from like a hobby to then like
being a full-time
job. Hey, you need
job.
to post a TikTok today. Hey, we need 2 videos today. Like we need 3 videos today. And like
it becomes overwhelming.
It can become like a little more like a job. And I think it's like that with anything, even with music. I've had to like find a balance with like just my writing because, like when you write, especially during this break, is like I was writing 5 days a week and sometimes twice a day.
You could get writer's block. That's a real thing.
Yeah, but also it starts to become like a job, and you go in and it's like, oh, time to go to work today. I got to write a song. And so like I had to like find the balance of like, I'm going to take today off and like.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm going to push this right to another week because like I'm not going to get a good song today because I'm just going in and it's just going with emotions, I
think most people don't understand you have to be such a creative person to get in that headspace to write about something. Even when you're like posting a like a comedy video on the internet or just trying to gain attraction, right? You have to think like, okay, what is this going to get people to like, comment, or just even to comment to get on the algorithm. So
or even just staying motivated to do it,
Yeah.
Like you have to be like motivated to be creative.
There's some
in
days
the best way.
Yeah, dude, there's some days where I want to slam that phone against the damn wall. Like, ugh.
Well, there's some rights.
But I can't afford another phone right now, so I just literally just put it on Do Not Disturb and put it in my back pocket.
Well, there's some like rights that I've been in where like I walk in and I'm like, I just don't want to be here today.
Are you a hothead?
No.
No.
Pretty level-headed.
Level-headed? Just
Yeah.
do you count to 10 in your head before you like flip out?
Yeah, sometimes.
I count to 5.
Count to 5. You don't get to 10 ever.
No, I count to 5 and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Well, a 5's enough,
Well, I'm excited for you and your journey. I mean, it's just been an absolute pleasure. I don't want to say I don't fangirl a lot. I mean, because I've, it's a pretty cool job what I get to do, introduce artists like yourself here on Hooche. I don't know. You've heard about Hooche, right? So we have, various artists that come on here, independent, big artists. We just love getting to know you guys so the people can get to know you and everything. Wow, my mind went blank. See? Creator's block right there. Just creative block. But I'm excited to just see where you go from like a year from now, dude.
Absolutely.
Because you got a fun-ass summer ahead of you.
We got a busy year ahead of us.
Yeah, and you're about to head to Detroit. Ooh, is it cold in Detroit?
It was snowing up there last week.
You better pack some boots, Austin.
Yeah.
Let me look up the.
Some
Do you ever look at the weather before you travel, or you just go with the flow?
My girlfriend does.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
She's a stylist, and she kind of styles me, and so she like packs me for trips.
Dude, you got it fucking made. You don't. Did she style you today?
No. I mean, she helped me pick out this outfit for sure when we bought it.
Yeah, that's a banging ass outfit. Here, I'm about to look up the weather for you. Do we have any Detroit people in the chat? Okay, where's the 29th? What day does that fall on? Anybody know?
Thursday.
Thursday? All right, dude. You are looking at a high of 38, sun, and low of 22.
Yeah, a couple extra pairs of socks, for sure.
I'm the type of person, I only pack one pair of socks.
For a whole trip.
What?
For a whole trip?
It was on accident, okay? And I tell this story all the time. I tried selling them things. I wore them for 3 days. They went for 10 grand on eBay.
You can probably stand them things up. They sit straight up.
And you know what's great? No, my friend, and I tell this story all the time.
You could knock somebody out without socks.
I was in Vegas with my friend Priscilla Bach, like one of my best friends.
Yeah, we played a show with her last year.
Okay, so we're in Vegas, and I was like, dude, I only packed one pair of socks, and we're like smack dab on the strip of Vegas.
They sell socks at like Walmart.
There was no Walmart nearby. We were in the fucking desert. I'm not getting off the strip. Have you ever went off the strip of Vegas?
So not only one pair of socks, but one pair of socks in the desert.
Yeah, anyway, some
That's
bitches went for
worse.
10 grand on eBay a few years ago. I brag about that all the time. Like, what sicko was sitting there bidding on these fucking socks that went for 10 grand?
Wait,
they got
what?
up to 14 grand.
Your sock?
Yeah, I tried selling them on eBay.
And they sold?
No, eBay took them down because they were used.
That's all eBay is.
I know. I put gently used.
Gently used for a week straight in the desert. Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of these fucking socks when we get up here. Like, I was going to frame them for him. I was going to sign them, like put them in a plaque case. Standing straight the hell up.
Yeah. No, somebody would buy them, though, for sure.
Yeah, but then they would probably do some voodoo things with them, and then I'll be wondering why things were happening in my life. So, no. I'm kind of happy. But I still have them in a Ziploc bag for some fucking reason. I was like, one day, if times get tough, I'm gonna go back on eBay and I'm gonna try to sell them. I'm gonna try to sell these things again.
Might need them. Well, just don't wear them again.
What?
Just don't wear them again.
No, oh my God. Why are we talking about this? Well, Austin Snell, I can't thank you enough for just coming on Hooche. I mean, you have your tour dates listed on your website, right? Yep. At austinsnell.com.
That's correct.
Where else can we find you at, darling?
Austin Snell Music everywhere.
Google?
Yeah.
You just say, Google me, bitch.
Google me. That's another thing is my net worth is through the roof, and I don't know why, because I ain't seen none of that.
My net worth is like at $2 million. I'm like, what?
I'm like, where do these people get this number from? Also, Wikipedia says I'm 5'9", and they need to fix that shit. They did you so
dirty.
Please. They said that I'm 5'9" and 150 pounds.
Well,
if I'm not mistaken, that's what it says. Okay.
You're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
Yeah, I was going to say you're tall. Like, I come up to, hey, dude, how's it going?
I'm 6'3", like 210.
Yeah, and I have platforms on today. So, like, damn, 5'9". I dated a guy who was 5'6", and that motherfucker scarred me.
Yeah. My guitar player's 5'7".
No offense to him. I kind of just look the other way if they try to come hollering. I'm like, nope.
No.
Mm-mm. So all the platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, every streaming music app that's out there right now.
Yep, everywhere.
That's where you're at.
Everywhere.
So I want to wrap this up, but I know you just came out with an EP this last summer. Do we have any new music coming out before you do all these shows?
Yeah, we just dropped one last week, and then we got more coming. I mean, we have a shit ton of music coming this year.
I'm excited. So. I'm gonna be.
Nothing specific just yet, but there's a shit ton of stuff coming.
So my people in Michigan, Detroit, right? I suck at cities and states. Right? Is Detroit in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody that's in there, try to go see my boy Austin Snell on Thursday, the 29th. Get your tickets. I'm sure you can go on his website and purchase them, or Ticketmaster, or wherever the hell they sell.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
You don't deal with any of that. Got it. Okay. So just Google Austin Snell. And I can't thank you enough for just coming on Hooche and just cutting the bullshit. You're going to have to take a merch and a T-shirt and a hat.
Yeah, we'll bring you some. We need to get some MWR socks made. We'll bring you some socks. That's what I'm going to do. These are for you, Demps. I'm going to take that personally. You think I'll wear socks for like 3 days straight? It was one time. One time. And thank you, everybody who's tuning in, watching, and just hanging out with us here Tuesday. Like I said, we're Hooche. We're right here downtown Nashville, where we show you guys artists so you guys can get to know them and just cutting up and having a good time. But yeah, thanks you so much. Yeah. Appreciate it. Till next time. Bye, Hoochies.